So, as we all know about different games which are there, and there are different sorts of games, and okay,
And
Yeah, I think so. I'll just drink something like,
okay, I'm here, guys. I'm here.
okay,
So
okay.
let's try to understand what a game is. Game is basically a fun activity like earlier you people were doing. It was sort of fun, but there were some rules. In every game, there are different sort of rules, and we play it just to enjoy, or sometimes to learn something, or just to relax. It can be with friends, like we people earlier were playing. It can be on a computer, phone, or alone, or some outdoor games like cricket, like football, and they make us happy literally because when we play games we forget about the world, we just live in that moment, we are just interested only in game, not on other things which are happening in our world, we forget all those things. So today we are going to talk about benefits and drawbacks of these games. So first of all, we have to understand this thing. In every game there are rules, like what we can do and what we cannot, and there are goals. Goal can be to achieve something, like winning or completing any level, or it can be for fun or challenge. If we will talk about video games like BGMI, we fight with others with rules. They are not like just for kids. Anyone can play those games. As earlier I mentioned, there are different sort of games. Some are board games, cool card games, chess, carom, or there are some outdoor games like cricket, football. They are good for our body, our health as compared to other games. There are video games, there are puzzle games, there are multiplayer games, especially in the world of online. And also there are some good educational games which teach us some subjects like mathematics, science, or we learn any language. If you people might be aware about Duolingo, that is a sort of game. I'm using that application. Every single day we learn something, and it provides some challenges. If you start to learn any new language, there will be different levels. Every single day it will teach you some words, some sentences, then it will ask you some questions, then you have to fill them. So it's a mind game. It is good for our memory. So we can play all these types of games, but the best is just to mix them. Play some outdoor games, some indoor, some alone, some mobile phone. And it is like, first we'll talk about pros, benefits of games. It improves our brain power. Earlier, the game which Maharami mentioned, that was good brain game that has potential to improve brain power because such games they make our mind sharp. We learn quick decision making, problem solving. For example, there is chess. Chess helps us to improve our brain power, and similarly, other games too. And there are other games also on phone, like shooting games. They help us to improve our reflexes. There is any enemy and you have to headshot, you have to knock him down. So for it, you should have high reflex power. So they will help you. And that thing then reflects in real life too. You can then use that in sports, in cricket. If ball will come to you, you have to catch that. And it will help you in driving. Sometimes if any other car will or any bike will come from other side, you should be quick. You should have like mental agility so that you can quickly decide what to do. Should I turn to right, left, to go straight, reduce my speed? It requires mental agility. So these games can help us. Similarly, they help us in teamwork if we are playing an online game with different teammates. Someone is saying rules, don't go to that part, be here, ambush, and all the stuff. So it helps us in building teamwork and other skills too. It reduces stress. Initially, I told you when we play games, we forget about all the worries of our life. So it reduces for some time that stress and gives us some dopamine hits. And it is good for shy people, actually. The people who are not good at speaking to people in real life, they are good while talking on those in those games. I have a friend, whenever he talks with other people in English, he stumbles. He is not able to talk properly. But when he talks in games, like he's pro. So the thing is, he's shy in front of people, and many people, they are not able to connect with real people easily. They feel pressured. And physical benefits are just we get them from outdoor games, from motion games. And studies have shown this thing that if we play games moderately, they can make our brain better in attention and other skills. Now, I talked about some good points of these games, but there are some drawbacks too, some cons, some bad things. First thing is addiction. Once you get addicted to any game, you forget studies, you forget sleep, you forget family, you forget time, you forget everything. This is one of the biggest drawback of games. Most of the games these days, they are designed in such a way that you have to complete some levels, and it becomes too much addictive. A lot of people spend a lot of money in games, and once you spend X amount of money, it becomes difficult for you to leave that game because you have spent a lot of money. How can you leave now that place where you have spent money or where you have completed 50 levels? So addiction destroys then everything, our relationships, whatever I mentioned. Another thing is less physical activity or isolation. We isolate ourselves from external world. We don't talk to other people. We sit alone for long hours. And it is bad for health. It is bad for eyes. It is bad for our back. A lot of people, they face then later this back pain, headache, obesity. And main thing is it affects our real life, our studies. If we become addicted to games, if we play too much, then we have to skip rest of the things. We have to ignore our responsibilities. Every single day you people come here, I come here. Imagine I am addicted to any game. I am playing that game every single day. Means I have to skip this thing. You have to skip this session. You have to just play that game because you are addicted. So this is the drawback. One more thing is you silently learn aggression. You learn anger from some violent games, especially the fighting games. Because whatever you do continuously, that becomes sort of your habit, and that reflects in real life too. If you become aggressive in games, there are high chances that you will show that aggression in real life too. If you will listen to abuses, no matter you don't abuse, if you will continuously listen to abuses, a time will come when you will automatically use those abuses and it will become norm for you. Because whatever you do, just whatever you listen or follow or read, that reflects in your actions. And one more reason is mental health issue. Too much playing games for a longer time, they can increase anxiety, sometimes depression or loneliness. I have heard different stories where people kill themselves. uh, there was a case where multiple cases where parents, they took phone from kids because kids were addicted to games, and later kids ended up their lives. They committed suicide because they were addicted. And wastage of money, earlier I said we spend a lot of money sometimes in games, and that is not good. Spending money on something which is not providing any real value, which is destroying yourself, your time, your studies, your health, your relationships, and your sleep also. You get sleep problems when you play at night. It affects eyes and sleep. There is a hormone we call melatonin. Whenever you feel sleepy, at that time melatonin gets released. For example, after when time currently it is around 10, at 11 maybe I will feel sleepy. But if I will look towards my screen, it emits blue rays. Those blue rays, they suppress that melatonin hormone, and if that hormone gets suppressed, then we lose our sleep, and eventually it is not good for our health. So we should not try to look towards our screen before going to sleep. almost like for 30, 40 minutes. We should avoid phone before going to sleep. We should try to read any novel. We should try to do other activities. We should try to be with our family. Just avoid phone. Don't use it too much. And then go to sleep. You will get good sleep. But if you will sleep with phone, then eventually it will affect your sleep cycle, your sleep schedule. So these were just some good points and demerits of these games. But playing too much is always harmful. We have heard, you might have heard, excess of everything is bad, no matter whatever that is. So it will be bad if any person will play it a lot. Now the question is, should we play games? I said playing moderately is good, especially good games like puzzles, educational games, sports, not violent ones. And you learn other skills, which I told you. And when we will play moderately, we can balance things, like playing for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. If anyone wants to play, they can. But the thing is, priorities matter the most. If you have no time for games, you're busy with studies, with your job, delete the games. It is not good. It is not going to provide you any benefit. But if you have time, then you can. But remember to play them moderately. And if we will not play them moderately in balanced way, then it is dangerous for us. It will affect. So in conclusion, games have both pros and cons, benefits and drawbacks. They make our life fun. They improve different skills. You can learn communication from other people too while playing games, and it can help you to relax. But addiction, it will spoil your health, your relationships, and your studies and other aspects too. So if you want to play a game, you can. But remember one thing, please play it in balanced way. Games, it's not important to play any video game. You can make your studies like a game, like a puzzle. Everything is game where there are rules. Everything is game which you enjoy. Everything is game where you can like have different levels. So studies can be also a sort of game. You can treat that as a game. If you have any book of 300 pages, let's make it a game. Let's challenge ourselves. In next 20 days, 30 days, I should finish this book. Every single day, I should finish 5. I should maintain streak, and let's challenge ourselves. So it's a sort of game. So try to play different games which are good for your health. And I believe we people should here impart one thing, that is playing games every week. Like on Sunday, we should try to play such mind games for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. What do you guys think? I think it will be wonderful if we will play some mind games. It will help us a lot. Do you think? Will it be good?
Thank you so much, Soldier, for sharing, good points about playing games. Yeah, it was fantastic. Even though I wasn't here, at the beginning of your speaking, but I was in the middle and got something. So thank you so much for sharing that. From my point of view, one thing that you mentioned, I liked it a lot. You know, we should not, be busy or be doing modern games like video games. From my point of view, the best game we can play uh, are, the classic games. Classic games such as we can say chess, for example, when it comes to board games, right? Chess game, Ludo, even it is not classic, but it is fantastic. And also football, able, but also very, very fantastic. And they can help, boost our mind and also boost our energy. So this is all I have.
Yeah, absolutely. We should always choose good games for ourselves, not the ones which are harmful for us, especially the games which you mentioned, like the classic ones. You can play chess. Chess is a wonderful game. It will help you a lot in improving your mind, like problem solving.
Yeah,
Of course,
I
you're
think.
right. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
Okay, so Jeria, you were saying chess is very powerful game. Like, I love to play that uh, many times, and like I was addicted some like for some amount of time, and uh, I set up my mind and programmed that I have to play chess like this amount of minutes in a day, and then like I have arranged this kind of schedule. But before that, like I was addicted, and even when I go anywhere or sit, even sometimes in a classroom when the lecturer is like teaching, uh, if I feel it is boring, I just play chess, and sometimes like too much things like are not useful for our mind. Yeah, it is useful to in order to be a creative. Like it can help us in this way, but if we take it too much, it can abuse our life and our time also. So we have to be scheduled. Yeah, scheduled. So if you play like you can play also in Duolingo. Duolingo offers like playing chess, uh, and it is good place to learn up there. And also I hear about something Elon Musk was saying in his podcast. My memory faded, but he was saying he plays a lot of video games, and he simulates with real life situations like starships and some kind of stuffs. So like it can sharpen our mind in some way, but for me, I can't play like a lot of games like video games, special video games. Uh, yeah.
I like to play outdoor games more. I don't like to prefer indoor games because even if I'm playing the referee's role, but still many person thinks that I'm a cheater. But still, jokes apart, if you guys wanna play indoor games, then you should check once Level Devil and Die Again. It's a troll game, and plus you can play a game named Give It Up. There is three part of the Give It Up. It is available on the Store, and that game checks your patience level. That how patiently you can play that games. In that games, you die again and again and again, and you got failure. W wants to jump God. Anyway, there is one more game which is played by some bigger players. In that game, there are screens full with the two colors, and there are so many candles in the screens like green, red, green, red. Maharami know exactly about that game. In that game, we need a lot of patience. We need a lot of things to know after gaining knowledge. But yeah, that game can change your entire life, believe me. And I have nothing to say about that. I'm done.
Wow, thank you so much, guys, for participating and sharing your wonderful ideas about games. It is also a great topic to talk about, right? So one thing I would like to mention is that we've you know video games. You know, one of the most harmful video games you know in today's world is PUBG, which most of people, right, or the majority of people worldwide, you know, are playing, and it is also very very harmful. But I don't know what what does this game have that everybody loves, right? So I'm wondering. By the way, so we've got to avoid, right, if we want to have an excellent life, a healthy life, a life with a lot of achievements. We should not, be engaged with games, especially video games. And classic games are excellent, as I mentioned before, uh, to be played, once or twice a week when we are bored, or when it is time to play, right? When we feel like it, or when we have.
Okay, I wanna say on this topic, like, uh, what is the purpose of your playing? Like, if you are playing for your fun and in your free time, then you can go with any mobile game or any outdoor game. If you wanna sharp your mind, like, you can go on puzzle games, and there are so many categories. So you should know why you are playing. If you are playing with addiction, then you need to quit. And if you are playing with like normal thing, then you can play. And I wanna like add more thing. There's a game called Blue Whale. I guess most of you heard about that. So yeah, so that yeah, societal game. That game was like target depressed mind, and they gave them like some tasks and task with suicide. So if you are depressing, so talk someone, don't play like these challenges. There are so many challenges in internet and many more things. So if you are playing game, you should know why you are playing, then you can choose your game.
Yeah, now just something, you know, VT challenge, isn't it a game? It is a wonderful game. If we all participate, right? So now we are like just family members online, right? And I love being here. So therefore, I think the next VT challenge is going to start within almost a week. So it is also an excellent game. So we've gotta, I'll join the VT challenge. It might be 100 days. It is also going to be my very first time. So if we join this challenge, it is also going to be a fantastic game, so that we are all together and can continue it. So what is your point of view?
Yeah, Vivek, you can speak now.
Okay, I'd like to say Soldier has already mentioned a very wonderful point. I don't think so there's anything left for me, but from that, I have 3 points to raise. First, a game could be very beneficial if it's addictive also, na? So it's nice in some way, because those games which are analog games are way better than the digital one. You know. Second of all, these game, as we know that this game industry is booming like humongously, and in upcoming decades, it's going to be a very huge market. It's already a huge market, but in upcoming decades, it's going to be like far more beyond this. So the people who are actually going through the identity crisis, so these games give the pros and cons also. The people who are not, warrior or leader type of kind of a person, they actually found their, identity within the game. But the con is that ki, when you actually get out of that, the game zone, you feel like you're still into that reality, and you get sad. More than PUBG, there's one game also. I mean, people usually do not talk, and since we are adults, so I think I should mention it. The game which actually contain explicit content, like a pornography. These kind of a game is hidden, but it's very injurious. People are playing, and they are wasting. And last but not the least, I like to say that play whatever the game you want, but don't play with people's heart. Yeah, thank you.
Also, I have 2 points to say. Whenever you play any game or whenever you do something in life, try to take benefit from those things. For example, I'm talking about games, not from other things. Now, you can take benefits by following these 2 rules. First is play every game with 100% focus. If you will not play it with full attention, it will be useless. For example, you will play any chess and you are not attentive. You cannot learn anything. You are playing cricket, football, but you aren't attentive. You cannot learn anything. So, if you are giving 20 minutes, 30 minutes to any game, no matter what sort of game is that, video game, outdoor game, puzzle game, just be attentive. You are already spending time. Don't now do anything else. Don't scroll other things. Don't chat. Just be focused on that game. It will benefit you a lot. Otherwise, that is wastage of time if you are not attentive. Second thing is you have to take care of your physical health. Whenever you play the games like these video games on your screen, on your phone, at the time you have to protect your eyes. And the best way to protect your eyes is blink your eyes. Most of the times we forget to blink our eyes. When we look towards screen continuously, we blink after minutes. But you should blink, I will not say quickly, but you should blink. Otherwise, your eyes will become dry, and that is dangerous for your eye health, for your vision. So blink, make your eyes wet, and play games if you want to. So 2 things which I mentioned. First is be attentive. Second is just take care of your physical health, like eyes. And if you are sitting for hours, if it is long game, if I believe here no person is playing the games for hours, but in case sometimes in future life, in future you play because we cannot predict the future. At the time, just be seated at a nice place, and if you're playing on PC, like have a nice posture because it should not affect your back too. So you have to take care of these things.
You mentioned good points, but I think that sometimes playing games, it's okay to waste time. You're not actually wasting time. You're actually creating a very beautiful bond. You know, it's not like winning or losing or focusing. You do not have to be pro at some game and not all. You just need to create the connection. For that sake, people used to play game. At least I do. Let's say for you, Uno or the Ludo, we don't have to like play an Olympic in Ludo. We are just having fun, so it's okay, unless until it's not addictive.
I think game is just waste of time and nothing else because it doesn't give any kind of productivity to our life. In case if
Okay,
you are
then
saying that
No, not at
uh,
all, not at all. You know, the games actually prepare you for the, like, for example, if somebody is very, I would say, very light-hearted person, huh? And if some people are very, they are not very good at taking the losing part. So sometimes in real life, people get frustrated. But
I
when you
think there
keep on,
are many more other things that can do apart from the game,
as in,
and also I want to mention
or we should
but we are
waste our
talking,
time on the games.
Well, Bunny,
but we
I
are talking about
it
games,
is good
right?
to simulate.
okay,
For
I want to say
simulation,
something.
it is good. Like
Yeah, please speak.
Okay, I think games are not completely bad because there is physical games, mental games, something that gonna improve our skills, and
How?
mind games. Physical games like outdoor games is necessary for your health and teamwork.
Like I'm telling you, yesterday night I'm going for turf cricket. Anybody know about the box cricket? At that time, somebody throw a ball very fast on my leg, and my leg got injured. Is it good for physically, like
If you're
physical
thinking like
activity?
that, if you're afraid of little injuries, I don't
Okay,
think you're gonna
so
cover in.
I'm also telling an incident of yesterday that two of my friends are fighting for
Mhm.
just a white ball, and the conflicts get wider. Like they are not talking right now. Currently, that conflict is getting bigger.
It's
It's
not
Okay.
the
just about a
problem of a
ball.
game, it's the ego. So they need to work on the ego, not
Yeah,
the game.
exactly my point. I thought
Let
that
her finish her let her finish her para. You're just interrupting.
I even finished.
Okay. So should I give a big paragraph or something? Okay,
No,
I want
it's complete.
okay. I was saying that games are not completely bad, but it depends on the type of the game which we use them, like which we play. Like physical games are very important for health and teamwork, and also uh, nowadays child are in indoor and they are just using the phone and they are just with online games. They are not going outside. I have seen a poster or a meme or something like that, which is like 2010 was like this, which kids was inside and their mom was like not letting the kids to go outside, and another one is like the kids are inside and using phone and the mom is forcing to go outside and play. So it's completely changed nowadays. Kids, I would say the immunity is very compared to the old people, like the old generation people. Probably the immunity is very low for this generation kids, and we should be. I mean, I feel we should be more careful, especially with the online games and apps like Rummy or betting games, because these are not just games; they involve real money, and they can become very addictive. I hope you have seen so many people lost the money because they are addicted to the rummy games. I don't know the people in this voice chat is familiar with, yeah, gambling. It's the rummy app. I'm familiar with that because I have seen a lot of ads. The ads are like celebrities doing the ads for money, but a lot of other fans of the celebrity are wasting and losing the money because they are trusting that they are not aware of the risk of that. And I have seen in the ad like there is under the ad there is like small writing like this is addictive, so be careful. No one gonna notice that, and at the end of the ad the person or who is speaking is speaking very fastly, like this is addictive, be careful, and the ad end. And also, I have seen some news about a kid who is 12 years spent his mother's money, about 2 lakh or 3 lakh, for online game. And there was a fight. It's in, I think it's available in online too. Not only about this one kid, there is another 16-year-old kid. And I, I think this is kind of common. They are spending and they are wasting the money. They are not aware. They are just addicted to that. Think they don't know the value of the money, how hardly the parents earning money. And I think the gambling apps are designed in a way that keeps you playing again and again, which can affect mental health and financial stability, also our self-control. There is a lot of people who got, asking money from others and they are in debt, and at the end of the day they die, like they do suicide. So I feel games are okay for entertainment, but money based games like rummy apps should be avoided or used very carefully because the risk is much higher. And we should give more time for outdoor games, I would say, physical games. Yesterday, me and my friends were playing some games like Ludo, Scribble, and Mafia game about 1.5 hours, I guess. And it was really fun. I don't usually like give that much time for game, but we were also talking the call. I think it was really like I felt kind of connection with them. So sometimes it's okay if you have control on that. Like you should not affect your sleep. Useful for social, yeah, you can say that. And
And
yeah, you can continue the way.
let's not forget that game industry is actually giving jobs to people. when I was actually doing my VFX animation filmmaking. So there's a course, game designing, and I see students were so passionate about these games. They keep on drawing, the imagination flows. So it gave that wings to the people who are really creative. So for that end, it's nice.
Yeah, I also wanna to talk about like a different view about this thing. Like I am a person that who didn't like to play video games in my like uh, I'm not loving to have like extreme fun in like that. So, but there is a thing that changed my mind when I study about or read about the NVIDIA story. NVIDIA and Jensen Huang and other his companions start from by making a chips for video games. So if you see closely, that uh, that starting point changed the world. So video video games and their graphics are now used for making AI chips and so on. So if you look in the other side, it have also revolutionized the world. So this giant company start with making a video games. So I think looking some things in a different way that others can't see, uh, it may change our life. So in my personality, as I told you, I didn't like video games, but if I see it deeply, it can like let me take if I am a person who love to get in tech industry and so that. So if I don't like video games and just ignore it, so I cannot make this kind of chips or and so. So this is the benefits, I think.
Thank you all for participating. And one thing that Miss Her mentioned, that the games are designed in a way which make the player play it over and over and over again, right? Like one of the best examples she also mentioned was gambling, of course, gambling. And also uh, there is also another game. Actually, it is not game. It is kind of related to business, which is called trading. Trading is also near or very very close to gambling. For example, if someone uh, does not know, for example, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and then just they know they just go and trade their money. So it is also called gambling. And one thing that uh, uh, differs uh, gambling with trading is that trading based on technical analysis, and gambling is based on luck. And this is what I was saying. And nowadays people actually uh, almost the retail traders actually who are not real traders, they think that they are trading. However, they are not trading, they're gambling. They think that they can earn money. On the other hand, they are not, aware of the bad consequences which are going to happen. So they do not know whether it is gambling or trading. So they do not know the difference. Okay, guys. So I think we are all done, with the topic of gaming. I would like to, uh, bring another topic, and if you wanted to, end up the VC for tonight, and then we can do it, right? So it is going to be the last topic and also interesting. Okay, so since after, we had, the VC about the let them theory, right? I think it was 3 to 4 days ago. So we had the let them theory, and we discussed about it a lot, and learned a lot as well. So since after, right, uh, who had or who has been using the let them theory, and what are the changes and impacts on their life. So I want
Uh,
everyone to be a participant.
Marami, we're already late. We're running late. We have spent a lot of time. If we will start this topic again, I think it will take a lot of time. We can
Of
start
course,
it tomorrow or
yeah,
day after tomorrow. Yeah.
why not? Why not?
hmm So today our main focus was on games, the pros and cons of games. I think we have talked about every point. So in conclusion, if you want to play games, choose good games which are good for your mind, for your health. Don't try to play toxic or violent games. And whenever you play any game, be attentive 100% and play them moderately. Excess of everything is bad. Even if you will spend here in this very VC a lot, no matter how much knowledge you get from here, it is bad because for it you have to sacrifice other things like your sleep, your work, your studies, your family, your friends, or whatever matters. So we had to manage all those things. That is why I said we are running out of time. We can continue it for next 1 hour or 2 hours, but the thing is, we have to do it in a balanced way. So we should wind up. I think that is the best move currently which we can play. Yeah. So tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. What will we do tomorrow? Any idea? Or we will read just any editorial? Okay, beta, good night. Book. Actually, today we were supposed to talk about any book, but I was busy till 9. I didn't get time. So then we decided to talk about this pros and cons of games. Now,
I have a
tomorrow,
suggestion.
yeah,
Well, I think that what if we tomorrow night talk about, uh, children, how they should
like,
be, grown up, right? So what are the
huh?
responsibilities of parents, to help the
hmm
children grow up and
hmm
what they are supposed to do.
Tomorrow, tomorrow is. We will talk about it on Friday.
Why
Not
not? So
Friday,
it was
Saturday.
a suggestion.
Saturday.
You can also do ideas. Why not?
Yeah, your suggestion, it is accepted, but we will talk about this on Saturday. Tomorrow we will discuss any editorial, basically anything from newspaper. Yeah, on Saturday we will talk about parenting because every person here has to become parent. So we should know some things about parenting. How can we make our kids better tomorrow? Why are you laughing? Don't you want to become parent? Don't you want to get married? Huh? Or you are
No,
feeling shy?
Sergio, whether you remember or not, it was a topic before. I think these people were not in that voice chat.
Yeah, these all people except you, they were not here on that day. We have
Mm,
already talked about it.
it's a good topic, actually. It's a good topic,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
kind of awareness. Yeah,
I I think you learned that day something.
I want. I'm sorry, I
hmm
didn't hear properly.
I said I think that day you learned something.
Yeah, of course. People were sharing their experience too.
Nice. hmm Yeah. So we will talk again about it on Saturday, but tomorrow we will discuss about any editorial. So is here any person ready? I think this Double today you were reading some newspaper. What do you think? Will you discuss tomorrow about anything? About any editorial?
Thank you for the opportunity, but I'm very much drained. I do not have enough energy to speak.
Tomorrow, not today.
I mean, I'm saying about tomorrow also, because I'm going to follow the same schedule today also, so it's going to be like same for tomorrow.
So you will lack energy, means you cannot talk.
Yes, I'm bit also drained with the energy. I don't know how am I speaking right now. But thank you
You
so
know,
much for giving me this opportunity.
while playing games today, you were energetic. Huh? What was that?
It was just,
Bro, Sunday
connection.
you just need to lead something. So come on, don't be shy.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
be
getting
shy.
shy.
Come in the
I'm
front row of
actually.
the war. You are a soldier, bro.
Let let soldier take the lead. Seriously, I'm a bit drained right now.
But I'm talking
Okay,
about you,
Indra.
Vivek.
Okay, no worries. Maybe he will
Yes,
be tired tomorrow. Indra, are you there?
yes, soldier.
So, how are you doing today?
Great.
Oh, nice. Have you had dinner?
Yes.
So, are you ready for tomorrow?
Tomorrow what?
Basically, you will get any editorial, any topic from any newspaper. You will read that, and tomorrow you will join here and you will just discuss or share whatever you have learned. Basically, editorials, they are written by some people and they have some knowledge about some topics. You will learn something, you will learn their perspectives, their opinions, and later we will also add. But you have to start. You will be speaker.
I think we have a doppelganger in this group. There are two W now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. So, Indra, are
He
you
or
ready?
she is W or not
Okay,
W.
but you suggest me the editorial, which particular editorial?
There is a Telegram group, The Hindu. If you will search it, The Hindu. It belongs to, you might be aware about the Hindu newspaper. So they share here different topics. If you will click on the link, it will redirect you to their website and you can choose anyone. Just scroll, there will be hundreds and thousands of topics. Like here is one, why loneliness, a recurring theme in literature, is difficult to comprehend. I don't know what it is about. If we will open it, we
Which
can see
one?
something.
The Hindu. There are so
Yeah,
many the Hindu
there simply
genuine.
the news update. Its username is the news updates. The Hindu, 2,43,000 subscribers.
The Hindu news update. No, I can't
Yeah.
see news
Okay, I will share
update.
it in group. Just give me a second. Okay, in the group I have shared.
Okay.
Since the VC is going to be at 8:50,
Yeah.
then you need to consider the fresh newspaper is going to get released tomorrow, right?
No, it is not necessary to get fresh one. She can get from old one too.
Okay.
India withdraws bid. West Bengal voters shrink. Indian scientists find new way to measure distance in deep space.
Okay. So scroll down, choose the best one, which will be good for you, which you will like the most, or which will be more informative or relevant. You can tomorrow talk about that. Okay.
Okay.
So that is it for you. So tomorrow our speaker is Indra. So guys, we should wind up. Second double isn't here. He was temporary.
I'm the OG. And what is this
Yeah, you're the coach.
partiality? What is this partiality? You keep on asking people. You had dinner. How's you? What about us?
You know, whenever I talk with someone, I ask them, "How are you?" And I think I asked when I joined, I was talking to Bunny, "How are you?"
I think W feels jealous. Shy
Yeah, he
guy.
feels jealous, like why I only ask it to some people.
Bro, when you
Don't
took
worry, Double.
lead now, everyone asks questions from you. So I
What's the
think
number of ambulance?
there is no need to call ambulance, bro.
Okay, guys, I'm now leaving. Let us meet tomorrow. Till then, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.